28 for the game.
It's just too high at this level.
Given the home side finished last game with about 6%. And that was only enough for them to just get a rink win. Obviously the overall was all tied up. They are 2 from 2, and I believe, Tone, last time I checked, heading for another win against Kahuna Golf. Is that correct?
Yeah, look, it's close, but they've got just a little comfortable buffer.
It's a 7-shot lead. 10, 12 ends played, so Kahuna Golf running out of time, but it is only a 7-shot lead, as we said. Yeah, it's another one added in there. Shot that was needed. At least a couple down. Bit of a loose end. We've sort of stretched the length right out here. For the first time in a little while. Found a few out. And it's not a terrible reply. Not a terrible reply from Adam Lee. This draws a, I was going to say a back toucher. I don't know if I got a piece of chalk or not. It's going to make things very hard for Mark Coulston.
Kylie and Mark just talking through some tactics.
Yeah, right on here from Mark, trying to open something up the middle. Gets one out of the road.
We're concentrating on your game. I just got a text from someone saying the Fossils bowling well. Graham Harrison. Keep going, mate.
The Fossils just having a chat with people in the crowd.
Just having a great time, receiving some feedback from others watching on to the guys who are up here watching from Highton. Gee, the Fossils bowling well. I'd be surprised.
When you're up 33 to 18, you can afford to have a smile and a bit of a joke. Good on him.
Dan Priddle backhand draw. If he can get down to the green, is a pretty good result. Yeah, nice effort to try and sit that bowl. Kylie surely just has to play weight at this. It's a bit easier of the options than trying to draw around.
Yeah, good call, Sammy. Got to get under that ball. Gonna flush it. Well,
That's genius. Oh, people clapped it.
they didn't clap that, did they?
Yeah, there are a few. That's a fine. I'm hoping that was another rig.
Yeah, no, that was clearly not the intention. Kylie will be the first to apologise. And sometimes the bowls gods smile on you.
So
Sometimes
is that
they don't.
effective or wide?
Well, it's missing the target, so that's wide.
Ah,
It happened to get a result, but it's still wide. We've gone just on 2 hours of our 2.5 hours. A couple of minutes shy. Tell you what, Dan Priddle's not a mile away from scooting this bowl back through. Oh, it's
I guess that's his iron
wrong
what he's
one
clipped out, and he gives Kylie half a chance to draw up to it for a second. Yeah, it's going to be pretty. We see. I think that's a bonus more than anything.
yeah. Wonder if Kylie will give shot back here just to square the bowls god's ledger.
It's not gonna
Shaking hands over there on the Deer Park
change
rink.
a whole lot.
There's a 24-8. Has he got this end and the next end to go? So he's down 7 or 8 shots or something. So he's in a bit of trouble for Deer Park. But the other two rinks, Mark Casey and J. Boy Norris, have had large margin victories. Both finished their 15 ends, 27-3 and 24-8. So J. Boy Norris up 27-3, Mark Casey up 24-8. Yikes. Some big scores. Back to action here, and Robin Chambers continuing to play pretty good bowls. Nestles in just behind. Dylan Ward hasn't been bowling that long, Sammy, only a handful of years. Perfect weight there, just a touch narrow, but good enough for shot. Got a young daughter as well, Sammy, who idolises Kylie, so you can imagine down at the same club. His daughter will be down there trying to see just how good Kylie is each time. Practice to try and be like Kylie. Why wouldn't you? Perfect role model. Coulston's just a touch narrow again. I think he's got to get around this blue ball. No. Craig just confirming with skipper Dan Priddle. Which hand do you want me on? Don't mind this out of the hand, Sammy.
Too much room for the Foss.
Oh, just falls against the bias.
Yeah, that's that spot that Stu and I were talking about where Kevy spent too much time standing on the rink there.
Kevy. Thanks a heap, Kevy. Yeah, we've seen a couple just do a little funny little accentuated turn in or turn out a little bit there. So similar sort of spot. See the behaviour of this bowl. Yeah, just a little right-hand turn at the end. Adam Lee's been pretty impressive this match, Sammy. I don't know what his stats are, whether he sits...
Thing is, you've got to now look at stats before you say someone's been impressive from now on or not. That's
well,
the
this is
thing.
true. This is true.
Well, the stats give a true indication. Adam Lee's been going at 46% for the game overall, 50% with his first bowl. And 21% draw JE, which we don't really know what that means. But 21% must be pretty good. Only good, and I'm saying there's only one other player on the green above 21% for that stat. Whatever that stat may be.
It's the most important one, and you need to work out what it is. And I've just realised part of this Highton rink, well, a couple of rinks over, part of this Highton team, I should say. Now, you may not have been in commentary when I said this, but Craig Elliott punched up myself and Bobby Carlson at the Australian Open one year in the pairs. And his partner...
Wouldn't be the first to do it, but yeah.
No, correct. His partner was Stewie Shuttleworth, who's a couple of rinks over. He hardly missed all day. And Craig Elliott did exactly what he needed to do. Mermaid Beach Bowls Club. Circa 2016, 17. Hey, not good. Haven't slept since. Shipped him off down to Tassie.
Could be a long evening.
All right, Dan Priddle on the mat now. On the forehand, Sammy.
It's got to be tight out of the hand, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's going to need
He's
a
got a
little
little
bit
bit
of
of weight and try and hold on. It's around on the way up. Not that one. Yeah, it doesn't really change anything.
No.
It would be the unlikeliest of victories if they were able to turn this around. Kylie Whitehead had to draw that. It's missed wide to the pack. That'll just about wrap things up. 15-7, a couple rinks over, so it was another few. They were almost back within 10.
I think Dan might have played the same bowl here, just a touch narrow that way. Well, Adam Lee's going to put a tape on this. So it must be close to what we thought. I favoured.
Just the two, the way of Highton.
Back to 14 shots, Sammy, but a couple of shots there. Back out to 16. Not insurmountable. Still 5 ends to go.
I already knew that would happen. I just... How are we going? We're getting the last few ends before
Yeah,
time.
still another 23 or 4 minutes. So
Oh, hello. Have a look at you.
should be okay.
Mr. Woods, how are you today, guys?
We've only got to get the jack down, so I don't think we'll have too many problems. Oh, I like it. Game time remaining showing on the screen to 22 minutes. Jambo has fired up, just as was requested in the comments. That's a beauty.
Might have been your friend Dylan Benwell that signalled that goal.
Could well have been. Very good bowler. Look at that for a reply, though, from, speaking of Dylan.
Speaking
Dylan
of good
Ward.
bowls and Dylan's, bang.
Craig Elliott may well sit this bowl straight back out. It is a tough, tough game for Dylan Ward. He just puts one in nicely. And Craig Elliott, the big bully, knocks it straight out. All with a smile. Oh dear. Stephen Coulston playing for the opposition. This promotes in Robin Chambers' bowl. Craig Elliott just doing as he pleases.
Chantier wants to land the bowl fat.
Oh, he's got one. Oh,
I don't know. Yeah, it could be
so he's
still
got one
format.
out, but yeah, he may not have. It was a good effort nonetheless from Mr. Stephen Coulston. They can effectively ice this game on this end. 14 shots the difference, holding 3 or 4. Is he too high?
It depends what he's aiming for.
Well, this is true.
It's to get back and split anything out here to the left side if the jack gets moved into the ditch or sliced. Probably didn't run far enough in the end anyway.
That's not a bad home for Adam Lee. There's a little bit of danger. Oh, complete wrong bowl there. That was Mark Coulston. Just working out how many minutes are left for the 15-minute warning. There's a couple still to go. There you go, Adam Lee. And back to familiar territory. Now we'll see what Mark Colston can do. Didn't miss by much with his first one, Sammy.
Just needs to get the better
close.
Jack Torren.
Oh, he's done almost the
Yeah.
exact same bowl.
It's probably miss on the other side. Use any of the bowls and get back to the Jack. I think for missing wide. Good attempt.
Jimmy, our events and competitions manager, is just about to give the 15-minute warning on the microphone. See if he can't do it in the middle of someone's backswing.
Brad Willoughby makes his way past the commentary box. And Dan Priddle
well
doesn't
played,
make
Dan
any
Priddle.
mistake.
Sammy, this is definitely 3. I'd say it's definitely 4. Is it 5?
Our favourite is.
Could even be 6.
It's not going to change anything.
Oh, this is a big end here. It was one bowl left to come for Kylie Whitehead. Dan Priddle just changing hands here. Doesn't want to touch the Jack. Just been obscured slightly by Craig Elliott's arm. No, going for coverage out the back, so just tickled into the drink too. Bit of pressure on Kylie Whitehead here. Going with weight. She's got something, Sammy. Oh, just gets one out. It's definitely 3. Could be as many as 5. It is a full count, a full handful of 5. And Sammy, I don't want to say that one puts this beyond doubt, but that one puts this beyond doubt.
Well said.
All of a sudden we're out to a 19-shot margin. See the worms. Collection of ends. The big scores have all been Highton's way.
There's the machine. 55% for the game. Can you get us a Moama against... No, you didn't want a Moama score.
No, I will in just a second, but I can tell you it is very close between West Coast and Goulburn Murray. Goulburn Murray are up by 9 shots and 1 rink. They're down by 7, so they're up by 2. I think it's level pegging. 13 ends, 14 ends. So after 40 ends, all square. So they're 9 up, 7 down, so 2 up. Yep, it is.
Mark Ryan against Brian Sheen, was it?
On
team 1?
David Dawes, Mark Ryan against Brian Sheehan, correct. All right, what was the other one we want?
Battle of the good guys.
Moama
we want the
v
Steamers.
Kuna, as they say.
+7
Alex
to
Marshall
Sadie.
is +7.
Kev down 3.
Harrison Keeley's got Kevy by 3.
Cameron.
And Cameron Keenan.
Cameron.
And Jared Hammond 15-7. So
Cameron and
that's,
CK.
it's probably a 9 or 10 shot margin to the Moama team. Wodonga probably holding a couple now.
Missing wide flicks. Stevie's back down.
Wodonga holding 3 here. All of a sudden, this one's starting to get interesting.
Changing over to the backhand this time around. We'll see a little bit more weight than this. There's enough to change things up. Results off the front. Yeah, or not. Still at least a couple. First time in a while we've seen a bit of pressure on Dan Pritz. Just slides under. It was a good effort. Alrighty, Kylie Whitehead lining up to try and add another in here. Final end of play on day one. Some angles to use here. That's one of them. Force back in for another.
Yeah, pretty clear instruction there. Run it straight up the middle. Oh, well played, Dan Priddle. Just when he was tested. The eyes just laser focused.
The slow-mo of the Priddle on the mat.
Showing that laser focus. Well, Mark Coulson just pointing out we're down to this bowl. Kylie gives a little shake of the head, says, "I come up and have a look." So we need some big numbers. Picking up a single is not going to do it. Chips. I didn't know that was Dan Priddle's nickname. Great hit, Chips. This team try and work out what shots are on. Certainly not going to be easy to make a big number, Sammy. Looks to me like a little forehand draw, try and come off with a bit of extra weight, try and come off Dan Priddle's bowl. There we go. Yeah, just that forehand with a little bit of extra weight. Mark Coulson just jumping straight in the road of the camera. That's funny, Kelly. So I didn't know that.
No way. They
In the
can't be
BPL,
real.
one of the commentators called Dan Prids Dan Pringle. So he's been called Chips from then on. Gotta love them BPL commentators. Oh, goodness me. Making me laugh. There's about 4 minutes left in these matches. 2 is the final result there. To the Highton rink. So in the end, it was a victory to Dan Priddle and his rink. More importantly for them, the overall board gets Highton. A victory over Wodonga. It's been one of those matches that just Highton got out to a slightly hotter start. Never really headed from there. That same margin was maintained roughly throughout the match. Sammy, that pretty much wraps up day one of the Champion Estate Pennant here at the lovely Moama Bowls Club. Rounds 1, 2 and 3 are in the books. We'll work out which match we're going to stream for round 4 tomorrow morning here from Moama Bowls Club. Can I thank your good self and Jimmy Whitehead and Stewie White for a bit of a guest spotting commentary, and of course Brad from SEN for producing the show so well as he always does. Moama Bowls Club for hosting us. Of course, shout out to Dandenong Bowls Club and Moama Bowls Club who power the stream here on BVTV. We look forward to seeing you next time.